a Crusader with 70% protect within the span of one turn. I mean, yeah, they did have the mark, increased damage to mark, but even then, they were only doing like 16 to 17 damage per hit. I don't know, that's actually a pretty decent amount, huh? Even with 110 HP, he still takes a shit ton of damage from that. Okay. Okay. Let me go get a drink, and then we'll see how well the rats goes. Oh yeah, I forgot. Which reminds me, I did get more like, I mean, it's like the Swine King, but actually dangerous. Yeah, it's like the Swine King, except that the Swine King has three robots in front who actually do damage instead. And the fact that she also targets marked makes it kind of scary, cause like, not only do the three hyenas target a marked character, but the boss herself hits him twice as well, for a shit ton of bleed. So clearly, if I want to bring a tank, I'm actually gonna need a decent amount of like bleed resist as well. Let me just open this like carton of pear juice. I don't know why, but recently there's been a lot more like places in Japan selling pear juice as well. Pear juice? Pear tea, I guess. So let me just open this real quick and pour a cup of it before we move on. Let me change the tag as well. Double Hellion, double Occultist, both enrage. Maybe, but the main problem is just that like the enrage actually causes the very funny higher chance to get crit as well. I guess if we're fast enough to like burst her down before she can do anything, it might work. Else the Hellion is probably gonna go down in one turn. Oh, you know what? Pear juice is actually pretty good, I have to say. Oh, this is actually pretty good.
Once, our estate was the envy of this land.
Ooh. I feel better now. Okay, I feel better now. Right. We were doing this. Oh wait, no, I needed to change the rates of thing, right? Did I actually have to close the game first before I modified the rates? I did, right? Or can I just leave this open while I change up the rates of the characters and all that? To actually get the character to appear instantly. You regular DD. What? No. It's fine. Look, it may not be as shiny, but still. Look, rats. Look, rats. Shiny. 6 bosses per area. Wait, was it? Oh, it was 6 bosses per area, come to think of it. Go to main menu and back. Okay, so... No, like, do I need to do the, Wait, where was the files again? Where was modfiles.txt? Was it under heroes? No, wait. Mods is in the main folder. Yeah, so Steam Maps, Common, Main? What? Look, loading screen, inventory, wait. Huh? Heroes, no? Yeah, but like, which main folder? Like I opened the local files. I mean like the I'm just at the main folder itself now, but like Steam X. Oh, workshop. Okay. Steam X workshop common content. Ah, okay. Ah, okay, okay. Got it, got it. Okay. Yeah. 1.1. Okay. So it's 2419. Okay. Wait, where? What? I don't see it inside. Huh. Workshop content. Okay, let me just 2419040138. This, oh, there it is. Found it, found it. Okay. So open folder location. Uh, then open info chance, info file, info file, info file. Oh, mod files, right? Is it card chance? It's in heroes folder. Yeah, this one, right? Info. Oh, yeah, right. Dot info, right. Card chance. Chance. Maybe searching by card might be easier. Oh, okay. Card. Number of card. Card chance. And then I change this number to a like I don't know 10,000 or something. Then we go in. I feel like I should have done this earlier, but yeah, memory clearly not my strong suit. We will see how this is gonna affect the other run. I mean the memory game later on. Who knows? This might actually just make it hard as fuck. Yeah, see, I need stuff like this in game. Clearly, you know, sticky notes on the guy's face would help me to remember what to bring along a lot better.
Right. And the manor sits at the very epicenter of cosmic unrest.
No pain.
Cultists rally to their twisted idols, and great gongs
The Crusader Helion and the
sacrifices. Far below,
Memento as well.
shadows pulse to the
Oh, that was
unrelenting rhythm of a beating heart.
very, very spicy, I have to say.
A setback, but not the end
I
of
guess
things.
maybe I should use the Man-at-Arms instead. Maybe find a faster way to clear the hyenas.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine
I'm skipping a
memory
week.
to me.
I was like DD already. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, see. Yeah. I'm just using like the Darkest Dungeon to skip a week. Because like if you use it, you kind of can skip 1 week really quickly. So I just do that to make it a bit faster. Fermentite Grace. You know what, this long stuff in this shouldn't be as bad, right? So the first flame. Literally just as one for him being in a party alone, huh? Like, even though he's not supposed to, I don't know why he just reminds me a bit of Solaire as well. $126.50, 176 light, saw damage plus 3x. Huh? Oh wait. Infirm is pretty bad. Yeah, they both have pretty bad what about the next one? Because these two are level 0, so it's like, you know what, we'll just take more. Why not? We'll figure out how to use them later. As in like which one has better quirks later. Right now it's just a case of like, whoa, what does 5176 light mean? What does it mean by per 25 light and dark though? All 4 in a party? Wax Museum. Yes, of course. Of course. Ah, that's neat. That's neat. Okay, wait. So, heal 2 stress above 50 torch. Plus. Okay, let's do this while I figure out how his skills even work. %, stun chance between 25 to 76 light. 15 act plus 15 act above / below 75 26 light. This is an outdated one. What? Wait, it is? Above 75, below 26, huh? Oh, there's a lot of times like this. I really wish I knew how the light mechanic works in this game, because like every 25? Saint's Blade should be only Saint's Blade should only be 12, should only be 10. Ah, it's still 12, so I guess this is the pre-updated one. Per 25 dark. Oh right, it's level 2. Oh yeah, that's true. Wait. Okay, wait, let me find the level 0 one. Okay, so it is 10. Yeah. Okay. Snorlaxo is right. My brain. No. Snorlaxo is right. It's just that this one is level. This is the leveled up skill, which is why it's 12. I think, right? I am confusion. 7526 light. Light? Light-o-kun. We were supposed to make it 10 at every level. Oh, it's not supposed to scale? Yeah, but like, what does it mean by per 25 light and per 25 dark? So per 25 dark means like, if I'm at 25 light, I mean torch is at 25, that is 75 dark, and 25 light, I guess? Then if like, at light as in like torch level, okay. Okay, so 50 light means 25 light. So if torch level is at 50, that's 50 light, 50 dark, right? Okay, I understand now. I'll bring a fox waifu. Can we actually? Yeah, we can. We'll force a way for the fox waifu to be in it. Alright. Can she even do anything from the back? forward 3. He can still do stuff for me. He works better here. And all I need her to do is poison breath, so no, that's not. On the one hand, I kinda just want to abuse her blight again, but that feels a bit too... that feels a bit too much like I'm bullying the game, right? Clearly I'm supposed to be the one getting bullied here, so we'll do this instead. This fish just feels completely broken, isn't it? Like this fish literally has no like drawbacks at all. Yeah, sure, we'll use it, why not? Restoration amount. Healing skills? Dice. This is melee skills, I guess I'll give it to him. 25% damage minus stress and healing received. Then HP. Sure, let's try this out. Then if this doesn't go too horribly, maybe I'll try the boss after this. Although then again, the boss for this is just the same boss as before, so it shouldn't be too bad, I would think at least. Oh, that's good. Yeah, sure. But he's level 2 though. So like, you're gonna be like looking at level 2 values instead. He just heads up in case that actually makes a difference. Is this good? Saints Blade. Come to think of it, there was a new Saints Row game, wasn't there? Okay, aside from Saints Blade went through. Oh, okay. Good. Oh yeah, come to think of it, there was a new Saints Row game, wasn't there? Although it seemed like it was actually rated quite badly. What the fuck happened? I would have thought that like a Saints Row game wouldn't like... I mean nowadays, with how every game is fucking up, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised, but still. It was kind of surprising to see a Saints Row game being rated that badly. So I did the fix 1 minute ago. Oh, well, I guess that's why I haven't gotten it reflected yet. Well, it's fine. We'll go with this for now and see how it works out. What's this? Blesses the user of the warmth and safety of the light. The light! The promise of safety!
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Nope. Don't need that. You fix the same blade, you just forgot to update it in the main one. Well, it's not too bad at least. Hopefully. I mean, it just means that I get to see him a bit more OP, right? That's great. Imperial Halo. Bypass stealth. What does this sound?
Their formation is broken.
What does this sound OP?
Maintain the
Wait, what?
offensive.
He took damage? That's 4%. Oh, right, he does lose HP because of the light. Oh no. Truly, her being unable to move really is just kind of very useless, isn't it? Like the immobility sounds kind of cool until you realize that like you can just kind of move everyone else and then they just like her skill just basically becomes like worthless. Oh, skin color actually changes as well, huh? Like, I only just realized that now, that her skin color also changes. Oh. Oh, that was fast. Although that helped me a little, so I guess I shouldn't be complaining. There we go.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Which color skin do you like? I have not seen the fourth one, I think, come to think of it. I don't know, to be honest. This might just be me being too much of a normie, but I actually do like the normal wax color, but as compared to the blue. I don't know, like if I had to choose between like, what was the other two colors? I know there was the blue, this, and what was the third one? Was it red? I don't think it was red, but okay. There's another warpstone addiction. Okay, he's still gonna die. That's fine. Steals restore. Wait, what? Alright, because it heals. It calculates both instead of just dealing and then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
Oh, I actually need to use this at some point, huh? Self-stun 140%. Oh, there's a lot of blight. Okay. Okay. And he can basically heal to get rid of. Bro, her HP is actually really low, isn't it? Yeah, it's only 18, huh? Continue turn. Oh, that's actually pretty. Still not dead. Oh, did he? Huh? Hello?
Press this advantage.
Okay, let me check the skin colors real quick, because why not? Okay, there was the green, then there was the bluish purple, and it's the actual purple. That's a lot of sirens. I don't know, I think I actually prefer the base color more. You know, you can call me a basic bitch, but I do like the fact that the candle actually looks white instead.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of
This is 2 again? 2 battles, 5 speed, okay. Hello? It's a sack rat! He has a sack! He has a dead sack! What the fuck was that battle? Oh, hey.
As victories mount, so
I mean, it gave me free shit, which is like... I have no idea what it said. It could have said mom. All I heard was funny screams and like... enough provisions to cure a hero. Healing received plus... Oh. Healing received plus 20% HP for 2 battles. We'll take this. I have no idea what was with the sack rat. If anything, that was probably the first time I've seen it as well, so
the match
that was a sack full of rats. I guess you could say that rat was a little sack. See, if you know what I mean. Prayer candles plus 10 torch and battle long buffs on the user. Plus 10 torch and battle long buffs. Okay, battle long. Got it. Heal 2 stress above 10 torch. Like...
As the fiend falls,
2...
a faint hope blossoms.
Oh! Okay. Cool. This is custom provision.
The way is lit.
Got it.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Okay, I gotcha. Can make more intense. Oh yes, he just cuts a bit of himself off and just turns it into a candle, isn't it? Is that really just gonna be it? He's just gonna like, ah yeah. I see you could use more candles. Just... Here, you can have a piece of me. Truly, he is the stickiest of boys, isn't he? Look at all that stack. Why do you feel like his base damage is really high as well? Was it just because his gear is at level 2? Healing receive. Though with like modded characters, everything really does feel very OP as well. Like the cook as well with her, like even though it's just a single turn blight, like 8 per turn, 8 for 1 turn at like easy difficulty is really high as well. The damage in buff and torch used to be a bit more. Oh, damn. If it used to be even more OP than that, this actually feels kind of very spicy, I have to say. Okay, I just camp here instead then. I definitely want this. What was this? This is prevents brace against foulness. Oh, I don't have the candle one, okay. Dedication to the light. Oh, he really just does cut himself for a candle. Suffer 15% HP damage. Cool. Why not? Minus 20 stress. Okay. Healing receive max HP. 8% chance remove deep blight. Minus 20% remove disease. Remove bleeding. Remove bleeding? Appetizer on her. We did not succeed at the gacha this time either. Max HP is super good on Lumi. Ah, okay. I could do that the next time. Well, his heals are max HP base. Ah, okay. Got it.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Max HP base. Yeah, come to think of it, if it's all max HP base, yeah, 25% on a much bigger number would be, well, much bigger. If he crits, he heals 10%. If he, oh, that's a very big heal if he crits then, holy shit. his damage, though to be fair, his damage is already pretty high, I have to say. It's like, holy shit.
Decimated.
That's a lot of damage.
The light, the promise of safety.
If you keep going, it gives him HP for the quest on kill. Huh. Yeah, I feel like you mentioned that one before. It does feel quite interesting though. The whole like, I don't know, like all these characters that I'm seeing now that play off like max HP, it just feels very mind blowing to me because it feels like max HP really doesn't feel like the kind of thing that the base game itself really used a lot of. Like Vanilla really didn't, it feel like, use max HP buffs in general all too much. Like, you do get it once in a while, but like even then it's like, I don't know, it just didn't feel like something that was commonly used as a mechanic.
This expedition at least promises success.
Okay, no one here gives additional stuff if I use them to touch the lock, so could do this. Maybe I don't need that many torches, huh? Come to think of it. Considering Torch Boy here actually does have torch as well. I don't know, like for some reason, I don't know if it's just my perception being off or something, but it does feel like the maps here are way smaller compared to like the exposed interior and the reliquary. Like this is a long dungeon, but it doesn't feel like a long dungeon. Like I look at this, it feels like it's maybe at most 3/4 the length. You can use the cannon now. It won't be wasted because it lasts one battle. Won't take in hallways. Ah, okay. Yeah, I should do that for the next battle. Yeah, that might actually be a better idea.
Singular strike.
Yeah, I should use it if that's the case, since it's one battle, yeah. Good looking out. To make sure that at least it lasts for the entire battle so it wouldn't be too problematic in situations like that. Okay. Yeah, the next box are open. If there's anything good, I'll probably just use it then. Although with this mod at least, at least this modded run at least, it really does feel like I should probably just like grind a bit off stream as well, maybe, if I actually wanna get stuff to the point where I can actually, like, you know, clear the game. Cause let me just ask this. Yeah, I'll swap them after. It's a good thing that this specific level up version of him comes with all skills, so I can swap it and try the rest after the battle. This is 1, 3, so this would kill one, and then
Slowly.
other two would die to blight.
This is how a life is taken.
Did I try Saint's Blade? I feel like I tried Saint's... I did try all of these skills already. So, I guess I'll swap this skills and try the rest. Let's see. Pilgrim's March. Damage reflect and damage reflect. Okay. 45% damage reflect. That sounds very high.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I like how the little flame on top is just like endlessly burning as well. It used to be higher. Does it feel like everything used to be even higher? That's self-damage too. Yeah, his basic attack doing self-damage was a... Wait, what? Oh wait, did this actually roll a stun? Huh. Okay, flicker is... Push below 51 light, pull above 50. So this should hold? Oh, I missed. Plus 10 torch. Oh! It gives torch as well. Okay, that's pretty cool. And that isn't though. Oh, I don't like it when they do that. Okay, stun chance between 25 to 76. He really does a lot of self-damage, huh? Well, I guess that makes sense. That gives it more... It makes it more understandable why he has the skill to rebuff or to heal himself for a percentage of his HP, but... Oh, this... Yeah, I can... Ah, that's interesting. So it really is a case of... Yeah, I can see why like having more HP will be better then, because like... The heals are percentage based, but the damage he takes are all raw numbers, huh? Then this is 25%. So if I do this now, how much is it? Is it 8? Yes, 8, okay. And this one will die. Oh. So if you get max HP higher, -8 melting means nothing. Yeah. It really would, huh? Like, it really does mean that, like, it really would make the raw damage that he takes a lot less painful.
Brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Oh, okay, I'm starting to get it. Although it really makes it feel like the self-stun skill might be actually kind of important if that's the case. I think you also mentioned before, right, that the self-stun actually doesn't like... The percentage... The percentage chance to stun doesn't actually scale. Or something like that, right? So it's like as your level gets higher, he kind of technically has a lower chance to get stunned or something. Oh, okay. Wait, was it 100% chance to... 95 base, so 110. With this light level, I guess. Then that was very unlucky then if they actually missed. That was like 85%. I should have known.
The blood quickens.
The resolve resist, yeah, the skill never levels up. It's resolve resist too though. Ah, okay. Yeah, so it really is just a case of because the skill never levels up, technically the stun would never... his stun resist would go up, but the stun would never go up itself, huh? Bypass stealth. Does he even have a bypass guard? Oh, well, that's fine.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
You do this and can easily eat down.
The ground quakes.
Do this. These two are... No, this one has 10 HP, which means that... He was... Oh, he actually resisted it. Okay.
A devastating blow.
Doesn't contribute more to like buff kill others. Yeah, but at least he does have the... Yeah, it's not very... His support for other characters isn't that much, but he does have that one thing, right? I think I saw like... This gives like party stress heal kinda. Not the biggest, but... it's decent. All of this. I feel like I don't even need this much food at this point.
Hacks laden with loot.
Not this many torches for that matter. I can't tell if it's really just all because of him, but like I feel like I'm not even using that many torches either. Like I brought so many torches for this run. I mostly have like... Oh, I guess it might be this map as well, since this map kind of gives a lot of torches as well.
Well struck.
I don't know, it's hard to tell with all the stuff and things in this. What's that? Corrupted. Oh no, okay. Yes, triggers a torch burn rate. Oh, okay. We might get a chance to hopefully get that at some point. We shall see. Like 60% resist. They all have pretty high blight resist. Other than not even all. Some of them have very high blight resist. Some are bleed resist. What was the wheel again? I feel like the wheel was bleed resist.
These nightmarish
The one thing I don't really like about this specific dungeon is just the fact that it's not very it's compared to the rest of the dungeons in this area, in this game at least, I don't know, just in the vanilla game at least, it just feels more inconsistent, if that makes sense. Like most dungeons are either very blight or bleed heavy, and the bosses tend to reflect that as well, but like the thing with this dungeon is it feels like it's a bit all over the place when it comes to resistances. I don't know. Like these guys are just weak to everything. Then there are enemies that are weak to that resist blight as well. But at the same time, then there's also the fact that the boss was weak to blight but resistant to bleed. So if you wanted to bring blight to deal with the boss, you technically have to bring a blight party, which would then have problems, you know, with the dungeon itself instead. Which I guess is fine, maybe. Like it forces people to not just like brain dead, go brain dead and just build one way, but on the other hand, if I guess it does make kind of sense.
A decisive pummeling.
Like on the one hand, just because the base game doesn't do it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing either, right? It's just that the systems themselves feel like it just makes dealing with both at once a bit of a big pain as well. Well, it's fine. Eight. Oh yes, that gets rid of the thing. $7.13. Do I have enough time after this to do the boss? We could, yeah, I could try the boss and then end it off regardless of how the boss goes.
A trifling victory.
This feels a bit like deja vu, but hopefully it doesn't end like the previous time, right? I feel like I've been in this place before. It's gonna stun. Oh.
Impressive.
Yeah, like these ones have black resist as well. No, other than the boss, none of the rats are weak to black and resistant to bleed, come to think of it. Well, it's like on the one hand, I guess it makes sense. It's kind of like the 16 pounder? 18 pounder? It's kind of like the cannon, isn't it? Which, I guess it's like the cannon. Except that the cannon is just completely resistant to everything.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Oh. Oh.
As life ebbs,
She's not actually gonna die, is she? No?
reveal themselves.
I think she actually would get to that point, but... Right? Right, I don't think she would actually get to the point where she would actually die, would she? She should be fine. I should heal him though, with his own skill at some point, because he's clearly gonna die if I keep doing this.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow.
It would be funny if you could actually heal him with a torch instead though. You just rekindle his wax candles with torches or something. Okay, we camp here.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable.
RNG? Nope. Heal 15. Remove people black food, consume -1.
A
Yeah, sure.
momentary abatement.
Do this. Max HP. Heal 20. And we're done.
Sedated.
There we go. Now he has like what? 49 HP? 49 means he would heal like what? 50 divided by 4 is 12.5 there about per use of the skill. So even 8 is like,
Gnawing
you would kind of
uncertainty,
be able to heal off pretty
the
decently
birthplace
quick,
of
huh?
dread.
Other skill? 3 rounds. Ah yes, of course. Stun chance. And single heals have higher crit chance. Wait, they do? Wait, that's actually a thing? As in, like, you mean for him or in general, like single C heals actually have a higher crit chance? Hey, Kokosa, hope I've been doing good. I'm just gonna do this dungeon and then do the medium level 3 boss. So I'm not sure how long that would take, but maybe like 30 to 40 more minutes at most. So not too long, I guess. I just want to get this long dungeon done and then do the boss and see if I get massacred. And if I do, I guess it can't be helped. Oh, Abos is at the front. Be gone. Wait, what? No! Oh wait, he has no debuff on hitting friendlies, huh? Oh, that's great. Oh, okay, that's good. Plus AoE is 5%. Oh, okay, I never knew that the crit chance actually changed, like, was actually different like that. And that's a surprise. Wait, this was no, this was guaranteed crit.
Another one falls. Monsters.
I mean, that's hardcore. You can't increase it. Wait, the actual. Oh, that's so weird that they actually specifically made that not possible to increase. Like, it feels like the kind of thing that there wouldn't have been a point for them to specifically do that for. Right? Unless like the person who coded it way back in the day just didn't know how to do it any better. Uh-oh. No! No, what? Uncleanly. Minus 10% by holy water not in inventory. Ah, yes, of course. 7:20. The boss battle might push me to 8 PM, which is 40 minutes from now, maybe? Do I even have time to do that? I mean, I do. It's more a case of like, I take the time to rest before doing another stream at midnight. I mean, if you had 10% crit trinket, I have 20% plus 22% crit kill. Wait, does crit trinkets do crit? Brain what? Do you mean crit trinkets actually do affect crit kills as well? I mean, it makes sense that they would, but yeah, that would actually be quite spicy, huh? Uh-oh. Imagine, of course. Yeah, there's no way that Red Hook would have been that kind, huh? There's just no way. Yeah, I should heal him actually, come to think of it. Although the self-stun really... one turn really does feel a bit painful. I mean, on the one hand, it does compensate for how OP some of his skills are, but at the same time, it's like... it just feels long. He still has heals, come to think of it. There we go. Heals for him, heals for Kane, heals for everyone. Okay. Hello? Black resist of 10, so that is definitely gonna work. Right. Nice. Okay, yeah, that's fine. There we go. His base damage really feels very high, or is it just my imagination? Like, is it just because his gear is leveled up?
Foolish
Or is it really
horrors,
just that high?
brought low and driven into the mud.
No, I should keep the key. What am I doing? Use the key here. They want Black Template. Yeah. Although I don't know, it could just be me like thinking too much into this, cause like on the one hand the 16 pounder in the for the bandits in the wheel kind of has the same thing going for it, where it's like it's a boss that's just completely different from the rest of the area, you know. So yeah, I don't know. Alright, Kotosa, thank you for the raid. And hello there, welcome to watching me try to kill rats but getting killed instead. The game. Okay, wait. This should be fine, I think. Hello, hello! I really should figure out how to put up the sign that says that they've been raided. Well, that's a lot of emotes, so I have to say. I'm gonna take down Jerma. Yeah, we gotta take him down and put him in the inn as well. We'll put him there for the world to see once we actually take down the dungeon. Easy. Like, I'm pretty sure someone actually did a mod for that somewhere along the way. Like, I remember seeing it and going like, what the fuck is this? Like somehow, somewhere, there is a mod for you to just replace the innkeeper with Jerma as well. Let's get the Storm Fiend as our last dungeon. How are you faring? I'm just doing a random long dungeon to test out the Illuminator. Giving it... I think it was German Fanatic. Wait, there's a German Fanatic? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That I actually have to see. I think there was a thing as well, right? That changes all of your relics into Germa as well. But yeah, I was just about to do this and then do the medium dungeon. The medium difficulty. Medium? The yellow difficulty. What was it called? How am I actually forgetting the name of the machine? The Doom Wheel. So, still pretty far from clearing the entire thing. Yeah, veteran. That's the word, veteran. God damn it. My brain clearly not working too well right now. But yeah, the veteran version of the Doom Wheel, which I think shouldn't be too bad, probably. I mean, it's a lot of fun. Didn't get a chance to test our latest update though. That'll be next time. Yeah, I just heard that the latest they just updated it again, like less than an hour ago. So you're just in time, if anything. Although I don't think that update is reflected for me either. Though I have to say, the way he plays is kind of interesting as well. The only thing now is actually getting Sunward Isles to experiment on him as well. Because I think they were saying they mentioned that the Sunward Isles trinket for him kind of like gives him this weird unique thing where he instead, for every kill that he makes, he just like gets permanent HP gains for the rest of the battle, for the rest of the dungeon. So it kind of really makes me want to test it out just to see how high his HP can actually get as well. Because max HP gain per kill means that like for a long dungeon he could potentially get way up there in HP, which I kind of want to see as well. You know, who knows? Maybe it'll be fun, maybe it wouldn't. But yeah, Mickey Mouse over here is all they're just all dead. And there's only one more room for this. So my plan was just to... You could stall forever if you wanted. Oh right, yeah, you have a point, yeah. I could just like flip their positions around just to get him to spawn more, right? Bruh. What was that? We just both missed. Endless mod. Crash your PC from slimes cloning themselves. No, this time we'll actually crash the game from the Candleman just like merging too many people into himself instead. He'll melt down all his enemies and turn them into him, to the point that the game will just like, at some point the game will just forget how to like calculate HP because HP numbers are just too high for the game. The fun begins. Yes. And so does the suffering. But no. The fun will begin once we actually try him in endless mode, maybe. So we're okay with spoilers? Spoilers? What spoilers? Yeah, sure. I don't know what spoilers, but yeah, sure. It'll probably be fine. 2 billion HP. Oh, if it actually gets up that high, that would actually be quite spicy. And here goes Snow. We shall see how high the HP can get. Although the fun will be in the next dungeon after this one. The Heart of Darkness versus the Heart of Wax. Yeah, you just gotta somehow stack his HP so high that the final boss just can't kill him, right? You're gonna use his single skill and heal more HP than the boss can do in like 20 turns or something. Will show the boss who is truly the Eldritch Horror. There we go. For showtime. Noah. It's just me or her damage number is really kinda low. Oh wait, I think I do have a package that's supposed to arrive today, didn't I? I mean, they'll probably just leave it outside the house, but... Oh.
Now the true test.
Hello? Oh wait. Oh no. Oh no? Oh, it's triggered. But more importantly, you know, the two most important hearts are here, but we gotta somehow get the heart of the cards into the game as well, right? I mean, she has jiggle physics. Yeah, of course she would. I think. She kinda does, huh? I mean, no. I don't know what you're talking about. No jiggle. No. Although I do like the very smart look on her face. You know, clearly she knows. She knows what's going on. More so than I do at the very least. Oh, okay, wait. Let me grab these. And then we go back. I'll take a quick trip to the washroom. And then we'll do the Doom Wheel. And we'll see how that goes. Because I don't think I have a very buff party. So... This could go potentially very horribly. We shall have to see. Let's see.
Irritant to some.
Because this is the Doom Wheel, right? Yeah, this is the Doom Wheel. Although the only thing is I don't remember if the Doom Wheel was actually weak to a Blight or not. Like, it feels like the kind of thing that should be weak to Blight, but I don't remember. I feel like the first time I did it, I just brought a Blight team in at a low difficulty and just cleared it that way, but... I don't know, Chief. This may or may not work. Uses for battle tool. We do this. Let's see if I can actually... I kind of want to bring just a vanilla team, or even though that might not be the smartest of ideas. Not many level 3s. Well, that's a decent number. It's like, if anything, the problem is more probably the fact that everybody is only level 3. Like, no one's actually higher than level 3, if anything. Which might be the bigger problem, it feels like. Do I need any of these other skills? You know what? No. This is fine. This is fine. I shall bring these 4. Money goes by, but yeah, it's all gone. Money? What's that? No. Poverty. That's where we're at. It's all gone. Do I have any stuff I can sell? Yeah, the innocent. I probably don't need the innocent stuff either, so this is fine. This may or may not work, although I'm starting to question whether or not I really should just do like some of the grinding off stream, because it really does feel like if I try to do everything on stream for like if the party wipes for some reason, it's gonna take so long to get everyone back, and I kind of want to like, wait, no, give this to her. No, wait, this was the annoying one, wasn't it? Like that's the one thing I've always like questioned whether or not to do, because like grinding in and of itself is like not. It just feels bad to make people watch me regrind after like dying horrifically, but I don't know. Highwayman in 3, investor in 2. Oh, right, you have a point, yeah. What if you try to grind off stream and end up killing more people? What? What do you mean? No, clearly no one's gonna die. Even if they do, I'll probably just replace them before anyone notices. Skill issue. You're in for some fun with that Doom Wheel. Wait, is it different from the previous difficulty Doom Wheel? Is it actually even harder? I remember it has like position like shuffling. And it's like I have to fight it in the dark, which might be a bit of a problem, but that was on the easier difficulty. Does it get worse? Oh no. No. 5% crit, 5+. No, this is garbage. No. I guess the bigger problem might just be the fact that I don't even have like normal gear to use, you know. Everything has been taken up by the whatchamacallit, like most of my slots for like items have been taken up by the other stuff instead. If it's garbage, sell it. Yeah, no, it's more like, yeah, you have a point. Yeah, sure. No, the only problem is more the fact that I don't really have any good trinkets I can use, because like I guess this is a problem with having too many modded characters in at once, which I only realized like recently, but like, you know, every character has like 5 to 6 or more like character specific trinkets, so now I have like, you know, lots of those, which is cool until I realized that I actually need stuff for the rest of the characters. Then now it's like, yeah, this ain't gonna go too well, is it? Okay, I'm probably gonna need this. Speed? Take a pic at Luminous Color of Madness trinket. Oh wait, can I actually see that from there? Oh yeah, come to think of it, I have not checked any of the character ones, have I? Ah, there's so many as well. Which one is it? There's so many. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, I found that. Crits receive chance plus 10% on attack. Crit buff self. 10% crit while torch dead. Plus 100% healing received. Plus 100% stress healing done. While torch between 26 and 75. Wait, but this is... Wait, so he doesn't buff his crit chance, but he just buffs his chance of getting crit. Is what that does, huh? This sounds like some big maymays, but I'm sure we can make that work, maybe. He does buff his crit chance. Wait, what? That's only if he crits, right? Like, he needs to crit first to get the crit chance or something like that, right? If you crits it, okay. Yeah, that's the only thing. So it snowballs. Oh wait, is it? It's permanent? I mean, like it lasts for the entire battle. What's good though? I just need one more piece of gear for him, but I don't know what is good. That is more on the. You know what? Fuck it. We can use. I'll make an exception. We'll use the Vermintide staff as well. We have to change my playstyle according though with the light level. Yeah, that's the thing with him. It feels like a lot of his skills either he really thrives from being either between the. This must hit Harryman. We have a point. I'm just very worried about the stress, but sure. There we go. Debuff minus 10 dodge, mark target. Do I even need the mark? I feel like I don't need the mark. Yeah, we'll just do this. And hope for the best. Okay, let's do this. Clean guns. Unparalleled finesse. 10% crit. So 3, 7, 11. Okay. Then this. I sure hope I don't fail. Because this is gonna be very spicy in terms of money if I fail this. Okay, I didn't click the wrong one. Give me like 1 minute, I'll be right back. Wait. Alright, let's go. It's time to suffer.
A marvel of technology.
Though yeah, it feels like for the Illuminator in general, like all of his skills are kind of very different. To the point that like just having him in the party makes me kind of want to have to play differently in general. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. What the fuck is the lunch? The what? The what now? What lunch? The fridge? The fridge is where we keep our lunch. Tech. Oh, sour plum ramen? It's good shit. 10 out of 10. You see, the thing with Japan is that like everybody makes ramen.
The promise of safety.
At least averagely. Like you can't get it. It is almost physically impossible to get bad ramen in Japan nowadays. So the thing is that like because of the fact that you can't really get bad ramen, most ramen places have to basically they have become more gimmicky to the point that like they have become more gimmicky to try and stay ahead of the curve because everyone makes good ramen. You've never had ramen in your life. Well, depending on where you live, I might recommend not doing it because some places just don't have very good ramen either. But yeah, you know, as the place that it originated from, in general, it's like ramen here is pretty it's pretty low mid. Oh, is it? Oh, it can't be that bad, right? Actually, it depends. I guess yeah. I know back home as well, like where I came from, we didn't used to have very good ramen. Austria, all the ramen had Insta. Yeah, it would be kind of rare there, huh? Come to think of it. Yeah, especially in most parts of Europe in general, it does feel like it's a lot less common compared to in Asia itself. Cause like I know a lot of like ramen chefs that find Japan to be too competitive, like to move overseas as well to set up shop. But even then, it's like they don't really go to the Europe in general because they're just very afraid of people not being able to speak Japanese. Australia was misspelled Australia. Yeah, I can get the confusion. I wouldn't go to Europe either. Wait, but it's great, isn't it? Sauce, I'm from Europe. Oh, but Eastern Europe was pretty nice. I mean, comparatively. Then again, I only went there on holiday like once before, like backpacking, many years ago. I don't know. Europe felt okay. Austria? That's the place on Black Reliquary, right? Keyword was.
As the fiend falls,
Yeah, it's that place, you know.
blossoms.
It's the place that used to be merged with the other one country, isn't it?
Awarded to the brave
What countries did
and
you
the
visit?
foolhardy alike.
Okay, so I was on exchange in a university in Germany at the time. From there, I mostly went to like
Now it must be carried
the country that's now in the middle of a war, to Poland, to Austria, and then mostly the areas like Candle Land, I mean Netherlands, and that very small country that's above that's beside France and Germany. I forgot the name of it. Even Poland, my cold nonsense. Well, the vodka was good, you know. I can't complain. Netherlands, yeah. You know, the Candle Land. You Poland. Oh, but the vodka was great. Like, I don't know. Maybe my tastes are just whacked, but I really do like Polish vodka. The good thing about Poland is the fanboys. The what? You sure you're not talking about Korea?
Their formation is broken.
Wait, what? This is a first to me.
Offensive.
There's a reason we've got so much alcohol. Bruh, yeah. I see that you too have developed the best of alcohol just to cope, huh? Never thought I hear that conversation other than that curse server. The what now? I'm in confusion. The what now? Wait. What's this about Polish fanboys that I'm hearing now? Like I said, you sure you aren't talking about Korea?
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Like this is all news to me.
The match is struck. A
Like the only
blazing
two
star is
places I knew were famous for stuff like that were like what, Thailand and Korea? Thought they were just joking, I guess not. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, on maybe it's just because I was there on holiday, but
If only treasure could staunch the flow.
didn't feel too
Otherworldly
bad.
corruption.
This is just a fishbone. You see, usually I talk about like stuff being garbage. This is actual garbage. Like I just got, it's a literal fishbone that doesn't do anything other than prevent mark. No. But yeah, well, I can't remember what's the name of the place. It's not is it Luxembourg? Is Luxembourg a country? I think it is, right? I think it was Luxembourg that I'm thinking of. The one that's like
A handsome reward.
south, not south, west of Germany, and it's like somewhere around France as well. What are some taboo stuff in Japan? Taboo stuff, huh? Let me think. Because the thing is, like quite a few of the people I work with are more modern, so you don't some of the things that you would think are taboo are they don't mind as much.
Gnawing uncertainty.
Uh,
Place of dread.
Taboo, huh? I can't think of anything on that level. But like if you mean like things that you probably shouldn't do, then there's a lot. Like there's nothing that's gonna get you lynched, but if you talk about things that people would really like say no, you stop that now. There's a lot. You can't fold money. That too, yeah. Taboo, huh? I never thought about whether there be anything on that level before. Now that you mention it. But as for things that you really shouldn't do, well, talking on the train is one thing. Like, you know, in a lot of countries, it's very normal to like, you know, just pick up the phone, answer call, speak on train. In Japan, it's considered very, very, very rude to do that. You can't give money to a naked, I heard. You can't give money naked to a hurt. Well, to be fair, if you're giving somebody money while naked, to begin with, I suspect something is very, very wrong already. Like, I don't think you should be in a situation where you're giving people money naked in any way, shape or form. Because unless you're going to a tip bar or something, I don't think you're actually going to end up giving people money naked. You know? Well, even if you go to a bar like that, you shouldn't be the one that's naked. So, yeah, chief, I don't know. I mean, no red envelopes. Wait. Oh yeah, we don't... What I've heard is about breaking the flow. Breaking the flow? Like, yeah, the only thing I know that is very considered quite a thing you shouldn't do is really just like, don't answer the phone on the train. Like even in Japan, most people would actually get off the train if they wanted to answer the phone that badly. They wouldn't answer it on the train itself because it's very rude. Not reading the room or something like that. Ah, cookie, yo mate. Yeah. That one is very hard to explain because it is really just a case of like. Yeah. No. You're right. That one is a concept that I always found a bit hard to explain. There's a literal game made after that concept. Basically, the name of the game is also called Kukiyome, which means to read the room or the air or the floor, like you said. Where it's like it's not considered a bad thing, but more like you are they typically expect most locals to be able to basically understand the flow of what's happening around them and not like act out in a way that's weird. You suck at reading the room. Don't worry, see, I suck at reading and I managed to do it, so clearly you should be fine. Because I'm about to say I'll probably get ostracized. I don't know if they would actually go that far, but like, that's the thing, they aren't usually that bad about it. The thing with Japan is like, I guess you could say this is one of the bad things about the country in general, but like, on the one hand, people here are considered very polite, but the politeness comes out more from the fact that they are not, like as a society, to go out of your way to like scold someone or be negative towards someone is considered very uncommon. So it's like even when they're unhappy with somebody, they typically would not like overtly show it. If that makes any sense. Like, you know, they would typically not go out of their way to do it like that. Okay, wait, this thing is... The brighter the more accurate, the darker the easier heroes get terrified. Like this. As for taboos, don't do anything disrespectful at a temple, I guess. Like, the thing with... I would not everyone all the time just for fun. No, if you actually enjoy that, then it will be a very easy country to annoy people. The only problem is that most people won't actually give a reaction overtly, is the only thing. Wait, what? Torchbearer? Oh right, the torchbearer. Bye. No lighting the room for you. Oh, the damage is still pretty high though. Okay, yeah, the thing is, especially with Japan, is that there's a lot of temples everywhere, including very, very small ones, but needless to say, I think this is pretty commonsensical no matter what country you're in, but don't do anything disrespectful in there. I mean, it won't be a problem most of the time, it's just a case of people are weird sometimes, you know. But yeah, I can't think of any taboos is the thing, like, there isn't anything per se that is like, to the point that it will get you like socially ostracized, for the most part. Like, I can think of a lot of things that people would say, don't do this, but nothing that they will be like, yeah, he did this, lynch him, you know. 4, okay, that's not too bad. Okay, there are some that are actually like, what do you call it? There are some things though that people think from overseas that are like considered good manners or taboo, but they actually aren't. For one thing, eating while walking, right? Overseas, it's for me at least, before I came to Japan, like, people would say like, yeah, you know, eating while walking in Japan is considered rude, but there's actually no such thing here.
Decimated.
It's a myth. People don't actually care if you eat in public. Like, you can walk and eat. No one truly cares. It's a lot like the whole concept of like, don't slurping your ramen when you eat it is good manners. Yeah. Like, slurping ramen is actually like, no one actually cares. It's not considered a good manner thing. Like, people just do it because it's the normal, it's the more convenient way to eat, I guess, would be the word to use. Isn't there something about they don't fire you but make your life miserable so you quit? Oh, yeah. That one is actually... I won't say it's common.
Masterfully executed.
There's a thing, it's more a case. Okay, so the thing with that one is that it begins with the Japanese concept of that they want to hire people with the idea of hiring them for life. Speaking from experience, in a sense, like I have, it has not happened to me personally, but I think I could be wrong. It could have happened to me without me realizing, you know, like clearly I just did not read the room well enough to realize it was happening. That could have been a possibility, but I live in Brazil. All this sounds like a fever dream. Well, hello from Brazil. I mean, hello, friend in Brazil. Yeah, it's a lot of it is very weird. Like, as a country, they are a lot less confrontational as compared to other countries. So it's like, when it comes to work in particular, it's a very unique case because like, they hire people with the intention of hiring them to work for life. So when they hire, they don't look at as much at the certificate that you possess, which you might think is weird, and I agree, like, to some extent. Like, you know, you're hiring a guy to basically fill a programming role, for example. They are likelier to hire a person who they think would make for a good programmer rather than hiring a good programmer in the long term, you know? Like, if you're a talented programmer but they think that your personality sucks, they just wouldn't hire you. But even if you are not a programmer, you're hiring and you're going for an entry-level position, there is a very high possibility that if the company thinks you are a person with potential for growth, they'll just hire you anyway. So, on the one hand, it's very good for you to enter any position you want for like even if you fucked up your life choices like me, you didn't actually get the qualifications to get into the job that you wanted, you still have the potential chance of doing it because the companies have a chance of hiring you. But the problem is, because companies hire like that, for them to want to fire people, right, is very difficult. Because if they were to fire you, it basically means that the company is admitting that they are not as good as looking at the potential within people as they would like to believe they are. And so, rather than firing a person outright, they would rather torment the person into leaving the company on their own accord so that they can protect their own face as the company as well. It used to be very common in the past, not so much nowadays, because the concept of a black company, which is a company that's abusive, is on the rise and it's being scrutinized very heavily. But basically what they would do is that they won't like treat you like shit. No, because the thing is they don't do it overtly. Nowadays maybe you could, but back in the day when this used to be a very big problem, it was tough because they don't do something overtly to make you feel like shit. It's not like when you come into work they would tell you like you are scum, you know. They wouldn't like do it to your face like this. What they would do is like they would basically give you a dead end position with no growth, where you have nothing to do. So if you're earning enough money where you are willing to like just ignore the fact that they're mistreating you by giving you a shitty position, you could technically just stay in the company for life and just collect salary. But for most people at the entry level, you would like, you would focus more on growth because you would want your salary to increase in the long term, right? So the thing is, it feels horrible because of the fact that you're basically, you're stuck in a dead end, but they're not gonna fire you. They're just gonna keep you in a dead end until you leave on your own accord. You know, so it's very hard to sue them for it because they're not mistreating the guy. They're just giving him a position that they, with very big, close inverted commas, you know, like, no, we are not gonna give you a good position. We're just gonna keep you here and let you suffer forever with no growth. That's the thing, see. It's like depending on the person, they might be willing to stay, which is why I say it's like if you're okay with your current pay and you feel like you don't care about more growth within that occupation itself, it's actually great because it means that you can just collect your pay and leave on time every single day and not overwork yourself half to death like I did back then. You just take your pay and you go home. You just live your life outside of work doing whatever it is you want to do. You know, you could become a streamer, you could become a gambler, you could become a professional Yu-Gi-Oh player, you know, summon them Exodius in real life or something. If your focus is life 100%, it's not too bad, I guess, if your pay is already decent. The thing is, you would typically not mind this as much if you already were at a higher position, but your name wouldn't be valid anymore. Well, to be fair, actually yeah, it still is kind of semi-valid for now. It's not as valid as it used to be when I first created the channel, but yeah. No, but you see, I have a medical reason now to leave on time, which is great. Like even the new company I'm at, they are willing to let me leave on time because they recognize that the previous company was black. And because they recognize that, they're like, yeah, sure, why not? Oh, there's a Storm Fiend. Okay, I don't know how tough the Storm Fiend is gonna be, but we could actually do this as well now, right? You know what, one more boss while I talk about nonsense in the meantime. Do I need a tank? Obviously I don't need a tank. What am I talking about? Is that confidence I hear? No. It's more a case of like, if we die, or if I die, we'll just like treat it as yeah, he's dead. And then we'll just end the stream there. Oh man, I'm gonna have to upgrade them. Oh no! Right. Or but yeah, it goes no. It's all very complicated, and that's the thing with Japanese society and why people in general are a bit more depressed, I guess you could say. I don't know. Saying everyone's depressed feels like an overstatement, but that's the reason why there are a lot of people who are not happy with their lives here. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of things like that you really just don't want to deal with, you know, normally. I mean, for most people it won't be a problem because you wouldn't really get yourself stuck in a position where all of this would happen, but yeah, Is the death mar grind still true? That depends on the company you're in. It's not as common anymore, but I can't say for 100% that all companies don't have it anymore. The companies that I was in don't have that issue anymore, I would say. Because that shit is actually illegal now. Like like there is a very strict restriction in Japan now on like the number of overtime hours you can work. The thing is that, so it's like on top of your normal work hours, 60 hours is the max you should be working overtime in a month. So every hour of overtime you work, you need to be compensated. And if you work more than 60 hours, the company actually needs to technically report this and also pay you even more on top of what you would normally get for 60 hours of work. So most companies nowadays, in order to not appear to like distance themselves from being black, they don't do that anymore. But I wouldn't be surprised if there are companies that would as well, is the thing. Here in Argentina, they found the corpse of a girl that the flesh had rotten off in the closed storage. Bro, what the fuck is that? That sounds like something more from a mafia story, if anything. Like, surely the company didn't do that, right? Like, I don't know, man. That one, that sounds a bit that one sounds a bit too much, if anything. She was in uniform, so. Yeah, with things like that, it's a bit tougher to say. Like, I wouldn't know either if like the company was actually at fault, or like someone in there was just like crazy or something. It's tough. Although that does sound quite scary, if anything. Like, I don't know, I would be fearing for my life if something like that happened. Isn't that one of those countries where you can't renounce citizenship? Wait, that's a thing? Isn't renouncing citizenship supposed to be a personal freedom? Or wait, what? Wait, can't renounce? What do you mean can't? Or like it's not encouraged? So like what, if you were to try to renounce it, you will get arrested? Or something? Is that how it works? It's in the constitution. Is it actually a thing? Yeah, you see, the Argentinian is as confused as I am. Clearly this might be a myth. To break through your shields. Will not hesitate to use weapon and break through your shields. I don't have shields, so this is fine. I just imagine trying to explain this to the cops. Yeah, it's gonna be the weirdest thing ever, isn't it? Is that actually a thing? That sounds very weird, if anything.
As the light gains purchase,
If they actually have that level of a restriction. Because like, even the country I came from in the past, it's more a case of like, if you renounce your citizenship, you are barred from ever applying for it again. So once you lose your citizenship, you can never hope to get it back, which I thought was more the norm. But not being able to give it up at all sounds very weird. I think if anything, the one like I found the weirdest, which was the case from where I came from, which ties back to Ghost now saying like it'll be hard trying to explain to the cops is I think I mentioned this one before, but like the country where I came from, like suicide is actually a crime. So if you try to kill yourself and you fail, you go to jail. Unless they decide that you belong in a mental institution instead. So yeah, that was the closest I could think of to like something where it's like, you know, it would be hard to explain that to the cops. mean, for US citizenship, you have to pay US taxes even if you live somewhere else. Yeah, but that's if you're a US citizen. Oh, but that's so weird though, paying US taxes even if you're not there anymore. Yeah, like for the country I come from, we don't have that. Like, it's just like, yeah, you live overseas, you pay no taxes, and more importantly, you don't get called back for the conscription thing, which is even better. Because like Korea, we kind of have the thing where like you have to join the every young man has to join the army, and then like every year after you leave the army, you have to go back for like a week or two to basically for a refresher course. So the one good thing about living overseas is that you don't get called back for that either. Oh wait, fuck, have I actually notified them I'm still working overseas? Oh no. They have this very weird thing where like every 3 years I have to like remind them that I'm overseas, or they would actually like send the customs to like camp at the airport if I ever were to go back to my home country, but I don't remember if I did that. Hopefully I don't get jailed the next time I go back. You can't get arrested, but you can't vote, you can't get married, you can't apply for any government funded thing. So it's basically like the Japanese company thing, huh? Where they basically just like treat you like shit if you try to renounce your citizenship. Yeah, so they do the Japanese company thing, huh? That one time a country was literally imprisoning corpses for whatever reason. Wait, Wait, they imprison corpses? Wait, like, for real? They probably are doing necromancy at that point. Like, I don't know, dude, that sounds a bit too sus if you ask me. Like, yeah, we gotta put that corpse is obviously too dangerous. We gotta put it behind bars. Too dangerous for this world, clearly. You still get a lawyer to get something else though. But yeah, it's still rabies, of course. Great. Well, at least it's on her. Barbies. Oh, but yeah. What other taboos are there in Japan, come to think of it? Like, I can't think of any like specifically taboos. Like, the most I can think of are like things that you, because like a lot of things that you think are bad manners, or like that like even as a kid I grew up being taught are bad manners in Japan aren't actually, when I came here I realized that like, nah, these are all things that like somebody somewhere like tricked the foreigners into thinking that these were all things that were actually the case. Honestly, like rabies in some classes. Yeah, on some classes it feels like it could help because of the damage. But yeah, it's tough finding the right class to use it on. There was the do not these are some very specific ones which some people might not even have heard of, but do not, there was the thing where like some country, I heard when I was outside Japan, that like mixing the soy sauce with the wasabi, like slurring the wasabi into the soy sauce, was considered bad manners. That's actually not the case as well. Like, you know, the Japanese do it all the time as well. Like, no one really cares if you mix your wasabi into the soy sauce. Though that one, I don't know how common it is for people to like say that this was a thing. I don't use wasabi much anyways. Yeah, wasabi is, well, to be fair, yeah, wasabi you will only really use if you eat a lot of raw fish, because it doesn't really go well with a lot of foods, but it goes very well with sushi to basically remove some of the fishiness from the fish. There was maybe one too many fishes in the sentence, but still. Actually decent enough of the fish itself. Yeah, it gets rid of the fish taste. And if you, I don't know if it's normal there, but like in Japan it's more normal for the wasabi to be put in the sushi directly, so you typically don't need to use it separately either. Is it salty, savory, spicy? Closer to salty? Closer to salty, yeah. It's mostly salty, I guess. There's a bit of a tinge of something else in there, but it's definitely not spicy. You can make it spicy mixing it with other stuff, but it's mostly salty, yeah. Okay, wait, so as to being a weeb outside of Akiba, people don't really care about it as much nowadays. It used to be a very culturally deplorable thing to be a weeb or an otaku of any way, shape or form 20, 30 years ago, but nowadays it's like, as long as you don't bring your hobby outdoors in a way that will cause problems for other people, no one really cares anymore, because weebs are a lot more normal, and the Japanese people in general have come to understand that this is one of those big subcultures that's actually bringing a lot of tourist money to the country. Isn't it less about being an otaku and more on standing out? Yeah, pretty much. Like, you are welcome to have any hobby you want, as long as you don't bring it outside in a way that causes problems. As to whether men liking sweets are looked down upon, that's a tough one. Like, at the very least, I don't feel like I've been shit on for liking sweets yet. So, it might be a thing among the younger people. And by younger, I mean like actual students. But between adults, that one I don't really hear about in general. For liking sweets being looked down upon. Although it still does feel very awkward, like going to a, going to a cafe where it's like very sweets and tea heavy, and then you're like the only guy there and everyone else is a lady. It just feels a bit awkward, I guess. Because sometimes people do stare, because maybe not so much because people stare, and I don't know if it's because they look down on me, or because it's just uncommon to see a guy in there alone sometimes. I don't know. At least I have not been put in a situation where people are like, ha, you like sweets? What a dweeb, or something like that. No one goes that far. Although then again, with my appearance, people probably wouldn't either, because like, I have that like kind of like long bum-ish hair to begin with. Got a bit of crazy in my eye because I look like a bum.
Their formation is broken.
Down the whole top ice cream. That level is a challenge even for me. I feel like I'll get diabetes and die before that. Isn't it less about, but yeah, I guess it's more a case of like, people don't really mind what hobbies other people have as much nowadays. Like, they don't, maybe in school, people still shit on each other more. Like, I don't know, like I can imagine that maybe like in school, the jock fellow maybe still shits on the weeb for being a weeb. But like, when you reach a certain age, people just stop caring. And being weeb is a bit more common nowadays as well. Kids are ruthless. Yeah, kids are really very horrible if you think about it. Especially to each other. Kids are scary. Go to Korea or Thailand. Yeah, they will show you how to be more feminine. You just have to go there once or twice. Fuck them kids. I don't know about that, chief. Fucking them sounds like it could be a bit of a legal problem, but yeah, I don't judge.
Well struck.
But yeah, I don't know. Not in that way. Yeah. I don't know. We all good. Don't worry, the FBI won't come knocking today. But yeah, it's like, in general, I don't see people like complaining a lot anymore. Although, even though people in general don't look down on weebs anymore, at least among the adults, one thing that does gain a lot of hate nowadays is that the feminists do actually complain a lot about like art in anime a lot nowadays. I have to say, you say the FDA, FBI. Wait, did I say did I really say FDA? I thought I said FBI, but maybe, I guess my brain was just not processing right. More Vladicons in North America. Why? Are there too few? Well, it's just there's too many. I mean, to be fair, it's like, not really to be fair, but like, to be honest, it's like in the East at least, especially in Japan itself, there's so many lolicons that I'm just desensitized to most of that at this point. Yeah, at this point it's just like I have become desensitized with the whole lolicon thing. It's just like there's so many. If you think there's many there, you should see how many there are in Japan. It's way more common in the East than in the West, I would say. As to what the fuck do I come back to? I don't know, man. Clearly something is happening. I don't know why it's too normalized. I mean, okay, this is a bit of a tough one because it goes back to the same argument that okay, this all in at the very, I don't know about there, but in Japan at least, the reason why it's so normalized is because in general people tend to look at it as a sort of the average intelligent human would be able to differentiate between the reality and fiction, and therefore they would not bring any of those fetishes into the real life onto actual kids. Is the Japanese standpoint on the matter. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but that is the argument that as to why that the Japanese government, the media bodies that provide this content make as to why it's okay. Oh yeah, that's the thing. This just goes back to the fact that it's not so much that like the thing itself is the problem, it's just the people themselves are the problem, which goes back to the thing I was talking about before, doesn't it? Like these are the people who basically like stand out too much and cause everyone else to look bad. Yeah, true. That's fair enough. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I guess the issue is more the case of like these people are just too vocal with their thing to the point that it actually causes problems for other people. Because I can get like, yeah, maybe they see something that they like. No, doesn't mean that all of us see the same thing, but if they become too pushy with it, I can understand like people being like, yeah, you know, this is kind of weird, isn't it? As in like thinking that way about the thing that they are talking about as well. Yeah, I don't know, like if they're actually that vocal about it to the point that they're trying to like push it onto other people, and then yeah, to me that's a bit far. Oh no, the damage. But yeah, I don't know. At the very least, in terms of how normalized it is, I would say that you should see, if you think it's normalized there, you should see how extreme it gets in Japan. I mean, this probably goes back to a lot of the old like VTuber streams as well, but there was the thing where like I don't remember which VTuber was talking about it, but they were basically talking about like how they were actually surprised that like loli stuff is actually not as common in the rest of the world as it is in Japan. And like even the females in Japan were treating it like it's a bit more of a normalized thing. I was like, Actually, I think was it Coco? I mean, wait, no. What's her name now? She changed her name. I don't remember what it is anymore. When she joined Bishoujo. Is that one? The one who talked about China and got like removed. Kason, yes, Kason. Kaicho, yes. Good morning, motherfuckers. That one. I think she talked about it on one of her shitpost reviews, and there was like this thing where they were going like, you mean it's actually not normal? I don't know, something about that just made me laugh a little.
Impressive.
Seeing how like it was so normalized to them that they didn't even think it was a weird thing. They're just like, you mean it's not normal?
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
You know, stuff like that. Though yeah, I don't know, like in Japan you don't really get people going outside and being like, oh yeah, they're so cute, look at this little girl, look how cute she is, you know, they don't do that. So I guess that's why it's people don't complain about it as much. I get it being weird. I get it being weird that like people would go out of their way to be like, yes, this type of character is the best in general in any situation. Like regardless of the type of body or the type of character, like just that concept of like going out and doing that is cute and funny is a cold word. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, Akamatsu can't. Wait, he won a political position? Wait, he actually became a politician now? Wait, what? Oh, God bless him. Oh, he is! What the fuck? He's in the Liberal Democratic Party. He's a politician now, holy shit. That was months ago. Yeah, I did not hear about that. Like, clearly, you know, the thing is with politics here is that I'm very, very detached from it because I don't get to vote, you know. I don't vote for my home country, I don't vote for Japan either. Yeah, we don't talk. Yeah, I know we talked about him defending manga from the UN. I didn't know that was in relation to him being related to the a political party in that sense. Like, I thought that was just him being him and just getting shit on because like feminists are just dicks, you know. Cute and funny is called cute and no, how about this is a bit of a sus one, I have to say. Oh no, wait, we did do this boss before. Okay, I remember it now. Kinda. This may be a bit of a problem, I don't know. But yeah, we did talk about him defending manga, and I remember saying at the time as well, God bless him for doing that. But yeah, I just did not know it was with relation to him being Oh, that was a waste. A little bit. Is that supposed to not have any texture? It does have a texture, it's over here. It's here. This thing is what's there. It's a very big brain play. It's technically actually there. We just don't see it. Although I don't remember how this boss works at this point. Like oh wait, I forgot to use the cam. Uh-oh. On the bright side, I don't think I lose out too much. Maybe just a bit of crit, but this might be a bit painful. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, him being a politician, him being actually involved in politics as a result of all that, that's actually great. Like, because I do agree with him a lot on the matter of you know, the need to be more distinct with fact and fiction, which apparently is not being done enough, especially in certain parts of the world. But yeah, at the same time, I can understand where Kalia's coming from. Like, people being too pushy in general is just annoying with this kind, especially with this kind of things as well. Alright, he has 60% protect. Did you use biscuit, by the way? Yeah, at least I did remember to use the biscuit at least, but it's just more an issue of I forgot to use everything else, and this guy with 60% protect it's not fun. 60%. He's 60%.
Devastating blow.
Maybe some people say anything and bring up is annoying. Who, me? Well, that's true. But still. But yeah, that's the thing. Everything is bound to offend someone, so it's more a case of like, which is why I agree with him more. It's like, you just you know, just be more. Just learn to this, or I mean, this applies more to the feminists he talked about. But like, they just gotta learn to you know, just be distinct with fact and fiction. Try not to, if you want to love something that's a hobby, just go ahead. Just don't let it get to the point where it causes trouble for people, you know. It's the same with those polycons, right? If they like, they can go ahead and like the things they do. Just it would be nice if they didn't, you know, constantly like push this ideal onto people vocally. We use the Spanish equivalent to the other word for cigarette because I'm gay. That one is. Wait, there's a Spanish equivalent to the word? Wait, is it also offensive? Or is it the same word that I'm thinking of that is used globally as well? This guy as if me being offended was unreasonable. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, to be, if it should be. I mean, if you are offended, to be fair, it's like if the word is offensive, it's like you can't expect people to be offended, right? Like, if anything, he ought to just be like, yeah, I'll just stop using it. It's just a word. Like, if the word offends somebody, and it's a word that is like, you know, it doesn't really have enough of a it's not like the word, there's no equivalent other word that could be used, right? Like in a situation like that, it's like, it really feels like he should just be like, yeah, okay, I'll stop it. I don't know, this is my personal opinion. Like, yeah, like, if a word offends someone, just use something else. Like, it's not that big a problem. I don't know. If things like that. So what was the type of rice cake here? Well, apparently not there. Apparently. I'm guessing the meaning is it's pretty much a derogative in every context in Spanish. Ah, I see.
Masterfully executed.
Wait, so it's a word for cigarettes, but it also is a derogatory term in general? Tagalog was heavily influenced by Spanish. Oh, that's true. Oh yeah, I do remember hearing about that. I do remember hearing about that as well back then. It shares a lot of resemblances to both Spanish and Malay, apparently. Because my grandpa spoke a lot of Malay, and he had this Filipino friend. And they would, like, you know, they would constantly have a tussle back then about like how the languages are quite similar. Get the context. Ah, yeah, that. Yeah, this thing, it's like, if the word actually has a context like that, and it's like, if people get offended, just don't use it. It's my personal opinion, at least, but yeah, I guess
May we find victory.
for some reason, maybe he just really, I don't know, man. It just sounds rough that it will actually be that against not using the word.
Rats in a maze.
Religious, if not religious. Okay, this is done. What does the female version then switch out with O, huh? Oh. I'm getting a lesson in language as well now. Switch A with O. Huh.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we did it. We actually cleared both bosses. What do you know? You see? Clearly I was not being overconfident, right? What did I tell you? Clearly we would do it. And we did it all while in the middle of a conversation as well. Clearly we got carried by our dead master over here. But yeah. Yeah, have you got a tweet or Discord? Yes, I have both. The Twitter, you can find me at, it's in the description of the channel, although I don't use it as much. Discord wise, I do use it, yeah, quite a bit. I think some of them have actually messaged me on Discord before as well. Although I don't have an actual Discord channel, if that's what you mean. I just use it, like, normally. Because yeah, oh no, I never really thought of making a channel for all this just because I didn't, you know, it might just be me being unconfident, right? I don't know, but like, I don't I wouldn't expect anybody to actually join the channel even if I created it, so I've just been like, yeah, wow. You can just contact me on Discord if you want. Yeah. There's the AU Senki server. Oh, there's that, yeah. You could join the AU Senki server to get more weeb news about translation as well. No, thank you for stopping by, if anything. Thank you all for stopping by. It do make things a lot more fun for me as well. You know, clearly this was at least for now, I still feel like this was a good decision of how to spend my time after being told to stop working overtime. Fix it so I can send more curse stuff. What more curse stuff do you want? How about we just give you a specific channel in the channel? Or we just give you a specific like text channel where you can post everything cursed. Like, you know, a curse a day keeps the exorcist away, sort of thing. But yeah. Anything else that's cursed? Not cursed, but taboo in Japan. Maybe I'll think. Let me see if I can think of 2 more before I go. I really can't think of any, huh? You don't like the reincarnated as an apple? I don't know if I'll actually end up reading that. Maybe I'll just read like the first 2 chapters or something just to see how dank the memes get, and then after that I'll decide whether or not to carry on with that series. Although something tells me it's just gonna be a meme. Question: what do you know about Argentina? I know it's located in South America and that they are very good at soccer, but aside from that, not too much else, aside from the fact that the government isn't too good either. But I don't really know how bad the extent of it gets, because the way I see it, like every country's government is pretty fucked, but I don't know the extent of how bad it gets. So all I know is that it's pretty bad compared to most other countries as well. So now I need to know. Okay, is that all I need to know? Really? Great. See, practically a local now. No, aside from that, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those places that is so far at the other end of the world from me that I've never actually like thought too much about it. The most I could say is that like I have only seen the city in pictures as well, so all I can say is that it looks great. You know, like there are places in Argentina as well that I really want to visit as well. Although the only thing is like it would be tough trying to travel there in this day and age. It's more because it would actually restrict me from actually getting back into this country, if anything. Nothing to do with breeding. Are you sure it has nothing to do with breeding? It feels like a drink that was made so that people could mate with their mate, right? But yeah, I don't know, cause like even the country I came from, like it's not the most of democratic and, you know, fair of countries either. Like we did have there was a very big case where like the incumbent party, basically the party that has been in power for almost 50 years, they almost lost an election, and what they did at the time was that they basically withdrew the political, what do you call it, the lines that of the borders of the provinces within the country, so that basically they could dilute the poll so that they would win. Like, is that kind of country, so I don't know, mate. It's not the best country either. It's a good country to be in if you're rich, basically, because almost every crime can be solved with a fine. So if you're rich, it's a great country because you can just pay a fine and be done with anything. But if you're not rich, you're pretty much stuck, because it's like either you pay 50,000 or you go to jail for 10 years. So it's like, yeah, if you're rich, it's easy. You just pay money and you get out of the crime. You know, that's why they used to meme it here as well. That like fines are basically just legal corruption. Because it was on that level. I don't know. every country is weird in its own way, but yeah. Maybe one day I'll have to ask you more about the stories of Argentina. Meanwhile, Japan has weird stuff going on where like, yeah, instead of rejoin borders, they export homeless people to other regions. Bro, what the fuck is that? This actually sounds cursed. But Japan has its own problems as well. Like, oh yeah, there is one thing that people really don't talk about much in Japan, which is that technically the country does not have a lot of rights to intervene in the lives of its people, right? Like there are a lot of things that the government cannot tell its people to do, and the reason why it cannot do that is because of the fact that certain policies put in place at the end of World War II are still in effect to this day, and those policies basically prevent the Japanese government from having full control over their citizens. It is what, so a lot of people in Japan would like talk about the fact that the government cannot touch them, but the thing is that no one really will, it's not good to mention that like a lot of the reason why the government can't touch them is also because of the fact that these treaties put in place prevent them from being touched. Which is why like most of the time when it comes to like Japan, one thing you would find very interesting, it's interesting to me at least, is that a lot of what the government tells the people to do, it's not a decree or an order, it's a suggestion. Yeah, it is part of the agreement, yes. So a lot of what the government tells the people to do is technically a suggestion. It's just that the people understand that this suggestion is the best the government can do, and so they follow it. It's a very bizarre thing. But yeah, it's a thing that exists as well. But we don't talk about that here that much. People just typically don't talk about it because it's a very touchy topic, as you can imagine. Though yeah, things about that era in general are very touchy topics. Not as much as in Germany, but they're still very touchy topics even in Japan. But yeah, which might be also part of the reason why I can't think of anything that's specifically very like taboo here, because you don't really have people like restricting things to this extent a lot. Competent politicians. Have you seen Abe? Oh fuck no, I can't talk about him now. Never mind. I won't say anything. Like, like legit. Okay, not to make fun of the guy. It's just that a lot of his policies back in the day were not the most sane of policies. I'll just leave it at that. What happened to him was really quite sad. But yeah, like, yeah, it really it just slipped my mind that happened. Yeah, just forget I said anything. The thing that happened with him was quite a tragedy as well. But yeah, it's like the politicians here, I don't think they have been very competent ever since the economic downturn, like what, 20 years ago, 30 years. The country hasn't actually fully recovered since then, like in part because the government can't do too much, and in part because the government is kind of like playing politics with itself as well, but it doesn't like travel out as much. Like a lot of the things that happened during the COVID period as well were considerably quite questionable. It's just that nothing could really be. It's just that people don't really complain too much about it because there's not too much that can be done. Like the whole the country actually opened up like it actually stopped the lockdown like 4 times in the period, and most of the time, right, the reason why it stopped the lockdown was basically to just impress the voters into thinking that the country was doing well, so that they would be like, yes, see, we are doing well, and it's thanks to us as the governing body, and then they'll just like do stuff like this basically to arouse voters as well. Well, I guess it's the same for any country. But in terms of taboos, not so much. Oh, yeah, not too much. Don't throw your garbage in the wrong bin because the whole country does recycle. Don't go to a hospital without insurance because they'll throw you out. Well, yeah, these are all like weird things that exist in the country, not so much taboos. There aren't really anything on that level anymore. This is how to throw furniture. Yeah, there's how to throw everything in this country. Bro, I can't throw a broken umbrella without having to wait like 2 weeks to throw a goddamn broken umbrella. It's on that level. You know, like on my Twitter somewhere there's a picture of the umbrella that bent. The umbrella that bent is still in my house because I can't throw it. It's like twice a week. Need a max rate or something. Yeah, it depends on what you're dealing with and what prefecture, what city, what district you live in. It differs. So it depends. I can't even say like okay, it's all a mess. Okay, every district has its own way of dealing with this to the point that like even if I say yes there is, some guy in like fucking Okinawa somewhere could be like no there isn't, and we could both be right. Like it's weird. Like for where I live, if you wanted to throw furniture, you would have to bring it down to the depot yourself. So there is no like max weight limit for furniture, because you don't dump it at the garbage disposal area outside your house. You literally have to walk down to the disposal zone and give it to them. It could differ between areas. Like I can imagine a guy living in the countryside in Kagoshima couldn't do the same thing. So it's like it's a mess. It's all a mess. But yeah, the country is largely very circular, so nothing really too taboo in general, I guess. It's really just a case of like, don't bring your hobbies, the things you like, too much into the open till it causes problems for other people, and for the most part, anything you do should be fine. I mean, like, yeah, you know, don't do anything that's obviously a crime, like damaging like temples and all that as well. Like, I really can't think of anything that's that taboo. And like everything, and because like a lot of things that I thought were bad manners before I came here, I just came here and realized that no, they're actually not. Like the only one that I can really think of is really just the train one. Like just don't talk on the train. Nobody talks on the train except for the conductor. Yeah, I don't think there is any other thing that is like, you must not do this in this country. Everything else is just a suggestion. Well, everything is a suggestion rather. Even the government's policies are suggestions. Is there any? I can't think of any in terms of taboos. You know what? I'll go look it up. Now ask around as well, because now I'm actually kind of curious as well, since I really can't think of any. Although I get the feeling the answer would just be there aren't really many to begin with. Because a lot of what we know outside of Japan apparently was like, someone somewhere along the way of history fucked with somebody, and clearly that person who got fucked with just like told the world that these were the things that were this way, and then everything turned out to be wrong. Because like the thing with ramen is not really true. The thing with eating and walking is not really true either. No. Like, yeah. Trash Taste should have like some that they know of that should be right as well. I have not seen their podcast on it. Maybe I should go and give it a look. Because I really don't know. Yeah. I can't think of any that are very like glaring. But yeah. So anyway, I'll go and see if I can think of any, and I'll ask around as well. I'll let you know if noise complaints. Right, if that was actually a problem, I would probably been thrown out of my house by now if you think about it. Noise complaints, I guess, yeah, but that's like every country in it. Like every country has noise complaints, don't they? I know that the apartment I'm living in though, they did actually put up a huge poster on the bottom floor once, telling people to like stop being noisy. Well, I'm not sure if that counts as part of the noise complaints you're thinking of, but they do stuff like that. Taboo. No, not really. I guess rather than taboo, like it's more of like what would be considered bad manners, I guess, because there isn't anything that's like societally wrong in this country. You know, like everything is technically fine with people as long as you don't like do it on a level that fucks with everyone else. The only one I can think of that is actually kind of true is that you know, the thing with the chopsticks where you know people like sometimes like use the chopsticks to like scrape the other chopstick to get the splinters out of it. You don't do that at high quality restaurants. That's the only one that I can think of that might actually be true. Because like they do take pride in the stuff they provide. Although the thing of do not put like salt or other condiments into your ramen is not true. Most places actually give you like salt and miso and whatnot for you to like mix into this to change the taste of the food a bit. So it really depends, I suppose. But yeah, I'll go and see if I can think of any other. But for now, I'll go head off because there's only like 3.5 more hours till the next stream. So I probably should go and get dinner and a rest before we do the horror game stream a bit from now. Horror? Horrifying? I don't know. We will see. But yeah, so I'll be going for now. I'll be back in about 3.5 hours. Thereabout, I think. It's on the schedule somewhere. I'll be doing like horror games and Japanese console games, probably. But yeah, I'll go and get dinner. So for those of you who are interested, you can find me then, again, playing shit games or just horror games in general. I don't know. We'll see what I end up playing. I'll have no idea either. It will be the playing games until 3 a.m. challenge. Or something. I don't know if there's need for a name for it. But yeah, I'll be heading off for now then. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. It was quite fun for me at least. Everyone dying to the matron aside, it was pretty fun for me at least. But yeah, Darkest Dungeons next Saturday. Next Saturday, I'll be doing more of it. Hopefully more of an even split between this and Black Reliquary. We'll see. Also next Monday is a holiday. I might stream on that day as well. So I don't know what I'll do yet. I'll put it in the schedule when I figure out. But yeah. 3.5 hours from now, horror games. Tomorrow 3 p.m. is the same usual weeb anime game segment. Then the next Darkest Dungeon stream is next Saturday because I have work on the weekdays. But yeah, I'm gonna go get my dinner now. So you all have a good rest of your weekend, or if you're in the part of the world where it's morning on Saturday, have a good weekend. I'll be heading off for now. So you all have a good day as well. And hopefully I'll see you all around. So take care. And goodbye. I'll go run to the convenience now before it actually gets too late.